Just this last week, our president and CEO, Mr. Hall, approved their graduation and signed off on all their diplomas. So, ladies and gentlemen, hold your. Now, I'm going to say this, that when we get to the applause, I'm going to ask that it's not just clapping, stamp your feet, yell. We have to almost break a glass before we walk away from here. So, it is my privilege as the Chief Academic Officer, ladies and gentlemen, to present to you the graduates of the Brodes Hartley Teaching Health Center program at CHI for 2023. And so this is a time when we can make all the noise. Let's congratulate them. Now we can all take our seat. We can all take our seats. Congratulations, graduates. You did it. Wow. I'm going to make a few concluding comments. We are just beyond ourselves with excitement. We have big visions for our graduate medical education program. Big visions that have been ingrained in us by our founding CEO, Mr. Brodes Hartley, who is the brainchild behind the Eagle, and our current president and CEO, Mr. Hall. They drive in us big visions. We have a vision to ensure that we continue to grow our programs, to make sure that we can bring more resources to our residents and to our faculty. It is our vision to make sure that we continue to expand our programs, and we are already in the middle of implementing internal medicine and dental residency. And the likes of Kelly Moudon and Dr. Philippe and Riveron and Donge and Co. already saying that it is time for us to begin to look at having fellowships in child psych, in addiction medicine, in women's health. These people just like pain. We have a big vision to implement our own nursing or medical assistant training program to support the training of our residents, bringing together to the table partners and equipment and technology that can make us stand out and make us relevant and competitive. We have a vision to making sure that each one of these graduates will have an unwavering support for the Alumni Association, and we will do all the best we can to help you do that. And it is our goal and our vision to make sure that our program will be top-notch. It will be an educational program of excellence, integrating different services and programs in a very comprehensive program that will make sure that every one of these folks who graduate, we can say with confidence that that social contract we have with all of you to churn out class, that we're able to achieve them. We thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your training. That is such an honor for us. You could have gone anywhere, but you chose to come to us. We are most privileged. I sit down asking you to walk away with some quotes that I like. Remember that graduation isn't the end of a tough journey. It is really the beginning of a beautiful one, where you're going to have amazing relationships with your patients and the community you're going to work in this profession that we all love so dearly. I've been thinking, Mr. Hartley, that we want to, I think because of this eagle emblem and logo we have, that maybe we should be calling these folks Eagle Knights and Eagle Dames as they go out. What do you think? We're charging you as Eagle Knights and Eagle Dames that please go out there and change the world and set the world on fire. And congratulations and thank you for staying with us. Have a wonderful celebration today. Don't drink too much, but have fun. You deserve it. And again, thank you so much for your time. And now, it is my privilege to introduce a young man that I am so honored to sit next to. Everybody's probably read his stuff in the brochure, so I'm not going to go through all of that. Yes, he's the Chief Medical Officer and the Senior Vice President for Clinical Affairs of the National Association of Community Health Centers. This is a group that we're all part of that helps to make sure that health centers remain solvent and relevant and are appropriately resourced. They are most powerful advocates. But my excitement about Ron is not about just that. This young man here has worked in the health center movement most of his life. He's one of those that don't just say things, but he lives things. It is because of people like Ron that we continue to receive the funding that we get, especially for our teaching health center program. This man's voice carries so much weight. He advocates for us at so many different levels, at the level of Congress, at the level of HRSA, and he has the inside track. But this man also leads a group of clinicians across the country, and something he does with such finesse, herding this group of CMOs from the health centers who can be quite tough. But he does it with such class, and I have to tell you, Ron, I am so grateful, and we're so privileged when you accepted to be here with us. He was supposed to go on a vacation with his family, and they were scheduled because of this. Please tell your wife we're grateful. And so please join me in welcoming as a speaker someone for whom we are all here today. and someone who's one of our best advocates. In fact, I like to call him our chief medical advocate, Dr. Ronald Yee.
Wow, thank you, everybody. As a keynote, I don't know if I can top what you guys did. This is a tough spot to be in. I mean, I'm with Dr. Omofa. So after the residents walked in, the graduates, the invocation, the singing of the national anthem, I too was crying because that is so special. And then to lead up to what you mentioned, Dr. Omofa, it reminded me of almost nightmares of what I went through in my training. So I know how much you have sacrificed for your 23 to 24 years of education to get here, actually. So I want to be more formal and let you know a few things. I want to spend some time talking about CHI, the Teaching Health Center program, and share with you some ideas I had actually through my residency program, a couple things, lessons learned, and 3 words of wisdom as you go out and practice. So that's how I want to spend my time. So I'm Dr. Ron Yee. As Dr. Mofa mentioned, I'm a family physician. I get to serve as the Chief Medical Officer for the National Association of Community Health Centers. It really is a privilege to be here with you all. I think I was here a few years back for one of your events, and since that time I've seen CHI continue to grow and prosper, and these products of these residents are just so exciting to see that. So I'm with you. On behalf of NAC, CHI, and really the entire health center family, I want to welcome family, friends, faculty, staff, and loved ones to really celebrate this day, which we've already done. I think this has been a great start. I want to thank you, thanks and thank yous to Brodes Hartley. The past CEO has left quite a legacy, and Blake Hall, who is continuing that. And Blake, thank you for all the work you've done for NAC, serving on the executive committee, testifying before Congress in both the House and Senate committees. So thank you so much for that. And Dr. Omofa and Philippe, thank you so much for wonderfully creating this training opportunity for so many people that come through CHI, including the 2 residency programs. So thank you so much for doing that so well. And it's such an honor and privilege to be with you all today. For a little background, if you didn't know, CHI started 52 years ago in 1971. And incidentally, my health center in California actually started in 1971 as well. I spent 20 years there. But we share similar backgrounds. And when I came, LaQuette actually gave me one of the 50-year anniversary photo albums. And I couldn't help myself. When I got here, I spent about an hour just going through that. And the similarities with my health center serving farm workers and their families is so close. And starting the same year. So I felt a real kinship of what's going on. But they didn't just stay there starting 52 years ago, as they started in 2 double-wide trailers, but they've evolved and grown into this really comprehensive health center with 13 sites and 37 school-based centers and 2 residency programs. It's been amazing to see what you all have done. And as I flip through those pages, I could visualize all the things that have come about because of all of your efforts through the years. So as a health center physician of over 20 years, and now at the association for 10 years, June 2023 actually marks my 30th anniversary of graduating from my family medicine residency program. So, pretty amazing. I really vividly and fondly remember that day, and I'm so excited for you all to go out and to practice medicine after being through such an awesome program that has not had any citations, remains very well positioned with the ACGME and with all the training programs. So thank you so much. So excited for you. So for those who may not be familiar with the Teaching Health Center program, Dr. Mofa mentioned a little bit about it, but these are the community-based primary care residency training programs that follow medical school, and these are committed to really serve the needs of the communities, many often located in low-income, marginalized, or underserved populations. And the THC program started over 13 years ago as part of the Affordable Care Act. And this is the only federal program that invests in training future physicians in a community setting. Most of them are found in the hospitals or related clinics. This is in the community, which makes your program very unique. Presently, there's almost 970 residents that train in 72 federally supported teaching health center programs in 24 states in the District of Columbia. and specifically the Brodes H. Hartley Teaching Health Center was the first one to come about in Florida in 2014 and really reflected the CHI mission and vision. CHI has always been an innovative educational institution and now serves as the training site for over 200 students each year. These include medical, nursing, pharmacy technician, phlebotomy, medical assistants, and health information management students, along with the 35 medical residents that we celebrate today. And as Dr. Mofa mentioned, they account for over 12,000 visits and encounters with patients. So they are intimately involved with the community, providing care and engaging with them. I think it's significant, Dr. Mofa mentioned some of the stats, and specifically for the Teaching Health Center program, there's about 100 applications for one individual slot to be a resident. For CHI, interesting stats, that number goes up to 180 applications for one slot. So this program is especially sought after by medical students have finished, they know the history and the reputation of CHI, and they want to come here. So twice as competitive to become a resident here. So congratulations to you all for being accepted. Congratulations for them making wise choices. As I looked over the profiles of all of you as graduating residents, I was really struck and impressed by the diverse backgrounds you all have, your cultures, your experiences that you bring into medicine that I know you've already shared with your patients here. But I really look forward to that, you having that impact as, first of all, compassionate people that really care, but also with this training at CHI, bring you up to that medical excellence and really being able to give the very best care to your patients. So we look forward to what you will do. Dr. Mofa and Philippe and the rest of the team, thank you for choosing such wonderful people to start with, but then training them to have those medical technical skills that they need to bring the most excellent care. So I want to congratulate you resident physicians and welcome you to the attending level of medicine and the profession. So you've really worked hard, and so I want to commend you today. So congratulations. In conclusion, I want to just, as I look back over the last 30 years after graduating from my residency program, I'd like to share a few closing thoughts just for the graduates. You all can listen as well. But I want to share 2 lessons I learned during residency that have stuck with me the last 30 years, and 3 words of wisdom as you go out and practice. First of all, the first lesson I learned was get on the same page and agenda as your patient. And what I mean by this is, I remember, I think it was my 2nd week in residency in my outpatient clinic. And so I had been assigned this Cambodian couple for which I needed an interpreter. So I was in the room doing my, as I was taught, doing my history and physical and being very comprehensive and thinking about preventive medicine, what I needed to do. And so after about 45 minutes, I heard this little knock on the door. And I'm like, who's that? I'm in the middle of my physical and history. So it's my residency director. So he's like, hey, Ron, you got a second? Come on out. And I said, yeah, sure, Dr. Blossom. What's up? He's like, how's it going in there? And I go, well, yeah, I'm working through what I've been taught. I'm doing my SOAP note. I'm doing my history and physical, subjective, objective assessment and plan. And I'm working my way through. And he's going, okay. Do you know what the patients are here for? And I went, actually, no, I haven't got there yet. So he goes, go back in there and find out why they're here. Now, I want you to do all your preventive medicine things and take care of their conditions appropriately, but really find out why they're here, because then they'll leave at the end of the visit satisfied, and you will too. So I walked back in there through the translator, and I asked them, so why are you here today? And they said, we're here to get our medications refilled. So that's a little funny thing, but that has stuck with me through the years, not only during my training, but afterwards over the last 30 years of seeing patients, is match up and understand why they're there. And sometimes you have to go a little bit deeper, especially when you have behavioral health or mental health issues. You have to dig below the surface and really understand them. So get on the same agenda as your patient. Number 2, treat people as you would your family and your loved ones. This was a big one for me, and I first learned it when we were in our hospital rotations. So, as you all know, you go through those intense rotations where you're admitting patients through the emergency room. So, it was a Friday night. It was really challenging. We had 17 admissions with 3 of us on the team, and it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like scratching my head. And one of the residents was known as, quote, the wall, meaning that he would prevent people from being admitted to the hospital because it took us like an hour and a half, to do the history physical and write up all the orders. So he was like proud of sending people out. And so I was scratching my head thinking, wait, is our goal to send people out or to keep them here or to evaluate them? So I went to my senior resident. I said, Dr. Gazzetta, what's going on here? I don't understand, I see these 2 contrasts. And he said, simple, Ron, treat these people like you would your family. This was your grandparent, your mother, father, sister, brother, provided you have good relationships with them. How would you treat them? Because if you think about it that way, you're not going to overtreat them or admit them when they don't need to be and do tests that they don't need. On the other side, what precautions would you take? If it was your own mother thinking, well, this is a little bit of a gray area, would I keep her to evaluate her and make sure I didn't miss something? So that really stuck with me, not only on the inpatient, but also the outpatient setting when I was seeing patients, is how would I treat my family, my loved ones, and what would I do with them? So those 2 things, same agenda, treat them like family. My words of wisdom, thinking back after I finished my residency program, those first few months coming out were really scary, actually, especially if you're doing hospital work. I did obstetrics. So it was like I was in the rural area of California, and it was the nurse and I at 3 in the morning doing a delivery. There was no, neonatal team there. There was no pediatric team. Basically, we were on our own. Really scared me. And so I learned you really need to find that balance of being confident because you've had excellent training at CHI and through your medical school. But you need to balance that with a certain level of humility so that you ask people questions, especially when you're in a tough situation. I had situations when I was doing a delivery and I was looking at the neonatal strip of the heartbeat. I was like, this is like gray. And so I decided I would ask the sage nurse who'd been there 30 years. And of course they'd go, Dr. E, no big deal. Got a couple D cells here, we can get with this. We're good, I'm watching her. I'll let you know if something changes. So please take the time to approach your practice in a very balanced approach. Have confidence you've been trained well, but also know when to talk to people and ask questions of colleagues. It may be a physician assistant, a nurse practitioner, or somebody else that are further along than you are. So feel free to do that and find that right balance. Number 2, I call it begin as you mean to go. What I mean by this, and I don't know all your histories of how you are with your charting in terms of your patient care. Do you leave those for the end of the day? Do you come back the next day or even a week later? Yeah, no, I'm seeing that. Good. Good disciplines there. But what I say is, as you begin your practice, start with those disciplines, both in your practice and personal life, that you want to establish and carry through the rest of your career. That's how you avoid burnout. That's how you address wellness in your own practice. So be very disciplined to follow up on your charting, your labs that you need to take care of, all those things, but also your personal life. Make time for your loved ones, your special others, significant others. Make time to exercise, eat well, sleep. Those are things that are so important that after 30 years, as I look back, were critical. Even in an administrative position, I need to do that. And I think most of us can attest to that. So begin as you mean to go. And finally, many of you have done this through your research and things you've done at CHI, is find your passion. That could be teaching, could be research, could be patient care where you go deep into a certain condition like diabetes or hypertension where you become the expert. Really take the time and think about how do you approach this, and I would recommend that you go deep into whatever it is your passion is, master this skill, and then pass it on to others. So many of our faculty have started that way. They are passing on their passion for teaching and for patient care. So I challenge you to do that, whatever that might be. Could even be health policy that you get interested in and move on to. So find out what that passion is, develop it, master it, and then pass it on to somebody else. So I hope those words of wisdom and lessons learned stick with you the rest of your career. You've been excellently trained here. You have the heart to make an impact. and you will do that. So congratulations again to our family medicine and our psychiatry residents on your graduation. Congratulations to CHI for putting out some excellent physicians that really will have an impact on your communities and the world, really. So thank you again for this time to spend with you. I am so excited for you, and congratulations and welcome to the medical profession. What are we doing? Oh, what's this?
We have a special gift for Dr. Yi. Thank you for your words of wisdom and all of your guidance and for coming all the way here to be part of this special day. Hold on, let's wait for the photo. Wait.
Before we go any further, there are a couple more VIPs who showed up that I'd like to recognize. I'd like to recognize Saranjali. She's from Miami Beach Health Center. She's a right-hand woman for Dr. Rabinowitz. I am so grateful that you come up to spend your weekend with us. I know you're very, very busy people, so thank you. I have to recognize my friend Gladys from Jesse Trice Family Health Center, who is leading the charge to implement a similar program at her site. You're probably growing lots of gray hair with all the stress you're going through. Thank you, Gladys, for coming out. And I have to recognize my family. Simon, are you out there somewhere? Simon, my son? Oh, there he is, okay. My son. Pharmacy school, I'm very, very proud of him, almost done. And the woman who is
Well, as I was saying, it is a great honor for me to be here with all of you today. And as a state representative, I advocate for healthcare, education, and for funding. And I want to express my heartfelt pride and admiration for each and every one of you as you embark on your professional journey in the healthcare workforce. Your commitment, dedication, and hard work have brought you to this significant milestone, and we are thrilled to witness your entry into such a noble and vital field. The path you have chosen is not an easy one. It requires years of rigorous study, countless hours of clinical training, and an unwavering passion for helping others. Your decision to pursue a career in healthcare demonstrates your deep compassion, empathy, and desire to make a positive impact on the lives of individuals, families, and communities. You're entering a field that is constantly evolving, where new challenges arise daily and advancements in medical knowledge and technology present new opportunities for improving patient care. Your willingness to embrace lifelong learning and adapt to these changes will enable you to provide the best possible healthcare services to those in need. As you begin your professional journey, it is important to recognize the tremendous responsibility that comes with being a healthcare professional. People will place their trust in you during their most vulnerable moments, seeking comfort, expertise, and healing. Your skills, knowledge, and compassionate care have the power to transform lives, alleviate suffering, and restore hope. As medical residency graduates, you have devoted years of hard work and dedication to honing your skills and knowledge in the field of healthcare. Today, I would like to emphasize the vital importance of healthcare for families and the significant impact it has on their well-being. Healthcare is the cornerstone of thriving societies and families. It serves as its fundamental building block. When families receive proper health care, it not only benefits the individual within the family unit, but also the broader societal implications. Healthcare plays a pivotal role in the lives of families. By prioritizing healthcare, families can protect and enhance their well-being, foster healthy child development, strengthen relationships, ensure financial stability, and make valuable contributions to the community at large. As medical residency graduates, you have the privilege and responsibility to provide compassionate and effective health care, serving as advocates for families in need. Remember that health care is not just about treating physical ailment. It encompasses holistic care that addresses the emotional, mental, and social aspects of a patient's well-being. Your ability to listen attentively, communicate effectively, and provide personalized care will foster trust and create meaningful connections with your patients. Throughout your careers, you will witness moments of triumph where your efforts will save lives and bring joy to countless individuals and families. You will also face challenges and difficult situations that require resilience, teamwork, and unwavering dedication. Remember that you are not alone. You are now part of a vast community of healthcare professionals who share your passion and are ready to support you on this journey. Always remember the impact you can have beyond the clinical settings. Your work extends to advocating for public health, promoting health education, and driving policy changes that will benefit the communities you serve. Your dedication to healthcare extends far beyond the walls of hospital or clinic as you become ambassadors for health and well-being in your societies. As you step into the healthcare workforce, carry with you the knowledge that you have the potential to make a real difference in the lives of others. Your skills, expertise, and compassionate care are invaluable, and we are immensely proud of the commitment you have shown in reaching this point. Congratulations once again, and we wish you a fulfilling and successful career in healthcare. The world is waiting for your positive impact, and we have no doubt that you will rise to the challenge with grace, compassion, and excellence. Godspeed.
Thank you, Representative Garcia, for your words of wisdom. We're going to take a quick picture. Wonderful. And at this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Katina Richardson, our family medicine chief, to give the residents' speech. Dr. Richardson.
Good afternoon, good morning. I feel like everyone said everything that I wanted to say, but I'm gonna keep going. So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud families and loved ones, distinguished guests, and my amazing co-residents, today marks a monumentous occasion in our lives as we gather here to celebrate the culmination of years and years of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. It's been an incredible journey filled with laughter, tears, several cups of coffee, in the pursuit of saving lives. Reflecting on this journey towards becoming a physician, the only word that truly encompasses everything that I feel in this moment is gratitude. I think about all the obstacles we overcame and the unwavering support that we received that allowed us to reach this day. First and foremost, I want to extend our deepest appreciation to our families, our friends, and our loved ones who have supported us through this roller coaster ride. You've been our rocks, our emergency contacts, you've been our personal therapist. Your sacrifices, your understanding, your constant encouragement, and simply your belief in us really fueled our determination to succeed. Without you, I still have a long way to go. Without you, we would not be standing here today. When we decided to start on our journeys toward becoming a physician, I don't believe any of us could have anticipated all of the trials, the obstacles, and the setbacks that we would need to overcome to get to this point. From the rigorous academic demands, the countless tests, the demanding work schedules, and often significant sacrifices in our personal lives, we faced moments of doubt and exhaustion. Our path was not easy, and to add a cherry on top, we began our residency in the midst of a global pandemic and found ourselves thrown into the chaos as the world filled with uncertainty, fear, and countless lives in need of care. The challenges were immense, but it was in those moments that we discovered our true strength, resilience, and our commitment to our profession. And even for these obstacles, I feel gratitude. They have shaped us into the physicians that we are today. Amidst the chaos, we discovered the true power of camaraderie. Our co-residents became more than just colleagues, they became our lifelines. From the multiple coffee runs, the long hours in the hospital and the CSU, the wellness committee extravaganzas, we built friendships that will endure far beyond the walls of CHI. Together, we weathered the storms, we supported each other through the darkest of days, and we celebrated each other's victories. Although I can't be sure if we simply bonded over the mutual trauma of residency, either way, we owed a debt of gratitude to our co-residents and the newfound friends who have become our second family. Completing our residency at a teaching health center, specifically the Community Health of South Florida, has been nothing short of a privilege. We were given the gift to care for vulnerable populations and underserved communities. More often than not, we were faced with very challenging encounters and cases, and we often had to provide far more to our patients than just medical care. On a daily basis, we were confronted with disparities in access to health care, socioeconomic barriers, and the profound impact of social determinants of health. Training at CHI, we learned how to effectively advocate for our patients, how to be resourceful. We learned the true meaning of empathy and the power of compassionate care. As we move forward, my hope is that we always carry this experience with us, dedicating ourselves to advocating for those who are voiceless and marginalized. While caring for others has always been our mission, we must not forget that we have to care for ourselves. Our care comes first. The demanding nature of our profession easily can take a toll on our mental health, our emotional health, and our physical well-being. Self-care is not just a buzzword. It's the secret that's gonna keep us going. I hope we can always take that vacation, binge watch our favorite TV show, guilt-free, and most importantly, I hope that we are never afraid to ask for help when we need it. Our care really does come first. Only then can we be the compassionate leaders and physicians that our patients deserve. I hope that we can foster a culture that supports physician well-being and encourages open dialogue about the challenges that we face. I would like to take a moment to recognize all of our residents who are currently raising children during residency, who made children during residency, who found new love during residency, who went on dates, who attended their family events during residency. We have sacrificed so much for our careers, and I am proud and again grateful to be a part of a class that really attempted to have a life outside of medicine. And we really took our wellness seriously. Thank you, Tony. Lastly, but definitely not least, we would like to express our deepest gratitude to the faculty and the staff who have nurtured us, who have guided us, who have challenged us throughout residency. Your dedication, your expertise, and commitment to our education and professional development have been instrumental to shaping us into who we are today. It says a lot when the DIO of the institution is making board review flashcards for his residents. These things do not go unnoticed. Thank you, Dr. Amufa. We are eternally grateful for your mentorship and the countless hours you have invested in our training. From the family medicine residents, we specifically want to thank Margie, our coordinator, for being our mama bear. We love you and appreciate you. To Dr. Mudon for making a big deal about every birthday and holiday. And worsening our coffee addictions. You made CHI feel like home. To Dr. Redwood for making sure we knew every medical guideline and showing us how to truly and effectively advocate for our patient safety. To Dr. Wright for teaching us how to advocate for ourselves as physicians and making us EKG experts. To Dr. Philippe, our queen bee. We want to thank you for all of your midday and mid-evening calls simply because you felt something was off. Your intuition is beyond comprehension. Thank you for making us each feel seen and heard. We love you. And specifically from our psychiatry residents, we would like to thank our coordinator, Angie, for making sure we were fed. The little things really do matter. To Dr. Pratt for showing us what leadership looks like as a CHI alumni. To Dr. Donia for teaching us therapy and keeping us in check. To Dr. Kalon for your constant guidance. And to our PD, Dr. Riveron, thank you for showing us that being a boss and being our friend doesn't necessarily need to be mutually exclusive. We're almost there. To all the faculty and staff, thank you again for imparting your wisdom, for tolerating our rookie mistakes, and for showing us that there's more to medicine than just memorizing textbooks. As we stand here on the precipice of the next chapter of our lives, let us take a moment to express our deepest gratitude. Gratitude for the challenges that shaped us, for the relationships that sustained us, for the support that uplifted us, and for the opportunities that lay before us. Let this moment serve as a reminder for the incredible privilege and responsibility we hold as physicians. CHI has given us the tools to go out and make a profound impact on the lives of our patients and our communities, and the field of medicine as a whole. Together, we have the power to shape a future where healthcare is equitable, compassionate, and accessible to all. Thank you. I love you. Congratulations.
Very well said, Dr. Richardson. Thank you so much. And now for the moment that you have all been waiting for, the presentation of our graduates. If I could ask Mr. Hall and Dr. Zamofa and Philippe to join me up here as I announce the graduates. We're going to take a picture with each of them as we call them up. Dr. Ashley Florestal earned her medical... Dr. Ashley Florestal earned her medical degree at Loma Linda University College of Medicine. Dr. Florestal will be heading to a fellowship in preventative and maternal health in California at Loma Linda for the next 2 years. Dr. Laura Musteles earned... Dr. Musteles earned her medical degree from the University of Zuila in Venezuela. She'll be practicing. She will be practicing at a health center in South Florida. Dr. Katina Richardson. Dr. Richardson earned her medical degree from Ross University and will be joining CHI as a family medicine provider. Dr. Stephanie Santana Rivera. Dr. Santana Rivera earned her degree at University of Medicine and Health Sciences in St. Kitts, and she will be practicing in a community health center in Cincinnati. And now for our psychiatry residents, Dr. Riverone, please join us. Dr. Tony Abraham. Dr. Abraham earned his medical degree from SRM University and Research Center in India, and he will be working for 2 California-based companies doing telehealth. Dr. Yanni Mesa. Dr. Mesa earned her medical degree at American University of the Caribbean School of Medicine, and she will be working as a hospitalist in Miami and continues to cover our CSU at CHI. Dr. Shari Moore. Dr. Moore earned her medical degree from A.T. Still University Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine, and she will be working with local correctional facilities. Let's all stand and celebrate these 7 graduates and give them another round of applause. Congratulations. I see a lot of tears well earned to this point. And at this time, we have some special awards. Mr. Hall is going to present the CEO Award. This CEO Award goes to Dr. Stephanie Santana Rivera for her strong commitment to the FQHC movement and her dedication to the underserved. She's been a patient advocate and has demonstrated vision and commitment to providing overall quality at CHI. On an interesting side note, she's also done local and national media interviews for us, like a total rock star. Dr. Mofa will now present the DIO Award. This year's DIO Award goes to Dr. Stanley Williams. Dr. Williams. Dr. Williams is a strong academician with a good foundation of clinical knowledge. He demonstrates great ability to incorporate that knowledge into practice, and he is a great resident teacher. Thank you, Doctor. He looks surprised. And now we have the Doris Eisen Award. This year's Doris Eisen Award goes to Dr. Hartley Jr. Dr. Florestal believes in active community engagement, has been involved in our health fairs and outreach activities. She demonstrates a strong interest in compassionate and quality patient care with her research in furthering our mission and so much, much more. Dr. Philippe, can you come up to present the Resident of the Year Award? Ooh, the suspense is killing us. Okay, and big surprise, this year's Resident of the Year Award goes to Dr. Stanley Williams. This superstar of a doctor is a resident advocate, he's a patient advocate, he's trustworthy and accountable, and for all of that, we're so grateful. Dr. Mofa, if you could come present our Priscilla Knighton Award. Yeah. This year's Priscilla Knighton Award goes to our very own Dr. Elizabeth Philippe.
I have to say, she has no idea. And the likes of Angie and Kelly pulled it off, said that even the script has somebody else's name, so she has no clue. This is awesome.
Dr. Elizabeth lives, eats, and breathes the Teaching Health Center, and that's why we are presenting her with this. All right, at this time I have a few special recognitions for some amazing people, if they could just stand and be recognized. Special recognition from the Teaching Health Center to Dr. Tamara Wright for her dedication and contribution to the growth of the Teaching Health Center. Also, a nurse by the name of Jennifer Castro for her leadership and commitment to the success of the clinical team and our residents. We also have our Psych Awards. Dr. Riverone, will you come up to present our Resident of the Year Psych Award? This year's Psych Resident of the Year is Dr. Russell Spotnitz. Dr. Sputnitz is a resident advocate, a patient advocate, and he even entertains my crazy ideas to do TikTok videos. Dr. Sputnitz will be participating in a child and adolescent psychiatry fellowship at the Nicholas Children's Hospital. Dr. Mofa is now here to present our Psychiatry Staff Award, and this year that goes to Dr. Cristina Colon del Toro. Dr. Colon del Toro gives an unrelenting commitment to her trainees above and beyond the call of duty, and we are eternally grateful. We have a special recognition to our psychiatry mental health technician, Demetria McCuller, for her empathy towards patients and the fact that she always supports not just our patients, but our psych residents. We also have, a special recognition to CHI faculty who have contributed to the success and the growth of the Teaching Health Center for the last 7 years. I'm going to announce their names if they could just stand. Dr. Tanya Roman, Dr. Kenya Martinez, Dr. Migueli Salem, Dr. Mitra Shafian, Dr. Martha Katz. Thank you all. Our OBGYNs are Dr. Gerald Pierre and Dr. Talabia Ahmed. Also, our CHI administrative leadership, Mr. Blake Hall, Dr. St. Anthony Amofa, me, Allison Madden, Eunice Hines, Jeremy Residowitz, Carlene Dennis Barnes, Gabriela Contreras, Juan Reyes, Peter Wood, and Samuel James. We also want to commend our auxiliary staff, Melissa Valdez, who's a nurse practitioner with us, Tabitha Hunter, and Lisette Mira. Now, let's welcome a graduate of the program, Dr. Franklin Easy, to speak on behalf of the alumni.
Oh, guys, I actually forgot a gift. This is a little prop for my presentation. That's okay? All right. Okay, I cannot come anywhere near to the presentations that have been given so far. I'm just more light humor with my presentation. Sorry, I'm an alumni now, so I can kind of do that, I think. So my name is Franklin Eze. I'm one of the previous child and adolescent psychiatry is kind of where I went to. I was previously at CHI, and fortunately I left the team. I would have been graduating with a set today, but I had to go for a fellowship. But again, my name is Franklin Eze. I want to commend you guys on the amazing work that you guys have done to get to this point. You know, it's been a lot of work to get to this point, and we've got a lot of support from our family. So we always want to, like Katina said, just continue to show gratitude to them for all they've done for us. So essentially, I began here, transferred to Child and Adolescent Psychiatry program, currently just graduated from that in Augusta, Georgia. And I'm essentially here to show my support on behalf of the alumni team, CHI. We're trying to do some work towards building that and ensuring that we continue to foster relationships after this experience at CHI. So it is my honor to speak with you guys today. As a CHI alumni, and I must say I'm really proud to be a part of the CHI family. During my time here at CHI, as most of you know, my wife and kids were at Atlanta, Georgia, and I would have to make several commutes to Atlanta to be with them and see them. And obviously there would be like 2 or 3 month stretches when we had the COVID, that thing, that kind of kept me away from them. And it just so happened that CHI filled that void that I had with not being able to see my family. So it's definitely something that I really am passionate about with CHI, and the amount of love that that's there and evident in this institution and organization we work for. So quickly, the people at CHI, the staff, quickly became like family to me. My colleagues and their family, their kids, and it was so easy to just connect with them, and it was like that home away from home experience, and it was really, really nice to have that. So ultimately, there's a lot of individuals that we can. I won't have enough time to go through every individual. I think a lot of folks have already been recognized today, and really and truly, they've really made an impact in our learning and just being able to get through that experience that we go through. My psychiatry folks, family medicine folks, and even the janitors that we work with, the maintenance folks, the security team. At some point we had a basketball tournament with the security folks and maintenance folks, and it was really good to have that experience in this organization where everyone is made to feel like they are seen and heard. So I appreciate that about this organization. So with that said, going on to the next sheet, we all took each other's, we all essentially covered for each other. We struggled together, we danced together, we cried together, we supported each other's differences, and we celebrated each other's differences. So when Dr. Philippe reached out to me, I'm not sure if she saw if I was coming to this event 2 days ago to like put something together. I had to get my creative wheels spinning, and I just tried to come up with something that's memorable, something we can all take with us on our way. So I reached out to Dr. Mudon yesterday and got some help with some wrapping. As you can see, this is a very exquisitely wrapped gift that I have here with very expensive paper. I wasn't sure if that was real gold or not, so it's very expensive looking paper. But I did that all myself. I'm very proud of myself. I was able to wrap it. So have you all often wondered or thought about like where all the expensive wrapping paper, or beautiful wrapping paper to our gifts, where they all end up? Have you always thought about that? So take a few seconds to kind of think about that. So there's actually a study in 2019 on the effect of wrapping neatness on gifts, the attitudes that are associated with gifts. And according to the study, nice gift wrapping is actually a symbol that the gift giver is setting a price on the relationship with the recipient. And interestingly, there's more relevant to this gift wrapping from acquaintances as opposed to like family and close friends. I think family and close friends tend to put more value on the content of the gift than the way it looks, or the appearance, the way it's wrapped. So again, where do beautiful gift wrappers or wrapping, where do they end up? We all possess wonderful gifts within us to share to the world. But the best of our gifts do not require wrapping at all. There's the gift of our time. There's the gift of laughter and joy. There's the gift of love. There's the gift of forgiveness. There's the gift of kindness and compassion, a gift of friendship. These are the gifts that keep us together. They're there long after this place and long after we become CHI alumni. They're still there. And we have that focus in the gift that we have within ourselves and not so much on the way it's presented. And we start to prioritize, like the families and close friends, what's in the gift versus what it looks like. So let us continue to lean on each other, build our CHI alumni network, not forget each other, like I'm here today, you know. So in my native Igbo language of Nigeria, CHI actually means, well, chi means God. And CHI is a true gift to me. To the yeah. It's actually the same spelling, CHI. So to the graduating class of 2023, the world awaits your gifts, the gifts you have within. Congratulations and chi speed, Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Forgive me, I don't know how I forgot to mention two of our powerhouses from the executive team. If I could ask Ms. Monica Mizell, our Chief Nursing Officer, to stand up, and Mr. John Pierre, our Chief Behavioral Health Officer. You guys know I love you. Forgive me, I was trying to make up so much time that Dr. Mofa talked. Breezing through it. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, now before we send you off into the free world, as doctors, the founder of our Teaching Health Center, Mr. Brodes H. Hartley Jr., is here with some words of wisdom.
It is with extremely great pride that I stand before you today. To our friends, graduates, families, faculty, you make me proud. You have given many years of your life and much hard work in the acquisition of the knowledge and the skills of your profession. My primary care physician has asked me to speak about wisdom, Dr. Mofa. The Cambridge English Dictionary defines wisdom as the ability to use your knowledge and your experience to make good decisions and judgments. A more contemporary definition of wisdom tend to agree that wisdom involves an integration of knowledge, experience, and deep understanding, as well as tolerance for the uncertainties of life. There's an awareness of how things play out over time, and it confers a sense of tolerance. Recently, David Lawrence Jr. was the recipient of the Greater Miami Chamber of Commerce Sands in My Shoes Award. in an excerpt from his acceptance speech, he said, "My life's journey has been built on what forever will be important. That is, work hard, to be fair. If you truly care about other people, if you are a genuine lifetime learner, if you spend time and energy to make opportunity and optimism more real for others, then your life will be accompanied by moments of genuine joy brought to be by the difference you made for others." In closing, I would like to draw your attention to the CHI logo, the Teaching Health Center logo, on your program. And please note that the anchor in the tail, the anchor in the eagle's right talon inscribed with faith, and the caduceus in the left talon inscribed with hope. So eagles, you are anchored in faith. So go forth and bring hope to our communities and to the world. Thank you very much.
And because we like surprises, at this point, Dr. Philippe has a very special award to, drum roll please, our DIO and Chief Clinical Officer, Dr. St. Anthony Amofa. Dr. Amofa makes everything look so easy, and he takes care of all of us, faculty, patients, residents, the community, and I honestly don't think that he sleeps. I don't know how he looks, how he does, but you know, we can't say enough to tell him how much we love, adore, and appreciate everything that he does for all of us. At this time, our CEO, Mr. Blake Hall, will close us out.
All right, how about another round of applause for our graduates today? So, you know, it's really at this part of the program where, you know, everyone's kind of looking at the last guy and saying, kind of wrap this up, right? I've got a couple notes over here. I got 6 pages of stuff I'm supposed to read, but to our graduates, those of you who become, you know, eventually administrators or CEOs one day, you also have the authority to say, I'm not going to do any of that kind of stuff. And I actually had several things to read, but before I say, mention a couple of these things, I do also want to thank all of our esteemed guests, all of our presenters. Please, a round of applause for them. And I'd like to say that at the end of the day, the strength of our program is a result of you. We get to go out into the community and look like rock stars, straight up, because of you. I promise you that. There aren't a few health centers that actually have teaching health center programs, and we're so proud of you. We love you. Honestly, we love you. So although you're graduating today, you're forever part of our family. And so please stay connected with us, and please continue to be strong advocates for the community health center movement, as well as for patients who have little access to health care. So, congratulations, and let's party.
You know I want more pictures, so graduates, please go over in the corner back there so we can take a group picture.